take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles. Outside Gordon. Pass to man. No one near him. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Karis LeVert has become one of the game's best slashers. He says, honestly, I just go to the front of the rim and work on different spins. Getting more comfortable with both hands and finishing. Kyrie Irving did that when he was younger, and that's one of the ways he became a great finisher. Kevin, back to you.
He is a great finisher. David, thanks. He's studying the greats, and it's paying off.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Pass to man. Leonard trying to break free. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
The free throw off from Lopez. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Out left to the wing. Here's Lopez. Plumlee with the rebound. Clippers leading by 15. Pass to man. Lets it go from deep. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Here's Westbrook. That shot off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And it's Wade in the corner. Pass to LeVert. Back to Wade. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
Team Wade, his second first team foul.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Here's man. Here's Plumlee. Pass to man. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. He goes up again. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Here's Lopez. Great D that time from Leonard. Driving inside.
Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Here's Adams. Outside Morant. Back to Bain. Outside Morant. Offline with a three. Now the Clippers with it. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Now here's Morant. The floater. It's rebounded by Zubats. Here's Leonard. Westbrook outside. And finished off by Westbrook.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Blocked. And they're able to recover. Pass to Morant. It's rebounded by Zubats. George with it. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
What a hoop by Paul George. The versatility to get inside and score it.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Back to Morant. No good. Westbrook with the defensive effort. Pass to George. Great D that time from Bain.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Adams. He's guarded by Zubats. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Now here's Westbrook. George outside. Leonard outside. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And that one's good. Man.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul. Now here's Jones. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Tillman. Another shot. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Highland. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. They get the rebound. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Here's Mann. There's the triple. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. And here's Memphis now. They trail by 3.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And the basket by Plumlee.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Kennard can't get it to go. To the wing, right side. Back to Mann. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Mann's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Aldama. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Mann. He's got 5. To the paint. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Kennard. Banked it in off the glass.
What assertive play by Luke Kennard in the painted area doing work.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the...
Fans, let's give a big LA welcome.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Back to Gordon. Over Bain. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Memphis trailing here.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one...
Oh, wow! Incredible! I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. And the three off target. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. The three, Westbrook. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Westbrook's got 7 points. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
Really encouraging when Russell Westbrook is making that three-point shot, because when he does, he's an impossible check.
Here's Leonard. Pass to George. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
So both teams making some changes here. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
And the postseason is always something to look forward to in the NBA. Grant, as a player, when you're in there, how different is playoff basketball from the regular season?
Well, first of all, B.A., it's the best time of the year. Playoff basketball, the intensity raises to another level. Both teams making adjustments within the series. You have to know your counters. Really, at the end of the day, it's who wants it more and who can execute on both ends of the floor with the most consistency throughout the series.
Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Back to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to George. Over Bain. George's shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, get to the mid-range game. A 3-level score. Paul George, yes, sir.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
.151 left to play in the half. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Grant.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Down low. Plumlee. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Plumlee's got 8 points.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Tillman misses. The Clippers in the lead. And Powell with the stuff.
Woohoo! The leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
Tillman misses.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Good work there as it goes.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Aldama, and connects on the 9-footer.
The height mismatch makes that a relatively clean look.
Now the Clippers with it. The drive by man. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Kennard can't get it to go. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Basket counts.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Russell Westbrook, he's been the guy making things happen.
Your Clippers, 38, the Grizzlies.
And we've got third. Quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers, you
Here's man. Takes it inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Oh, great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to man. Jacks up a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Man's got 14 points.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully. I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Leonard outside. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Here's Adams. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Kennard. That 3 off the mark. Back to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got his second bucket. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Morant outside. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And between his footwork and height. Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws a foul. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Leonard. Launches it. Kennard with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Fires for 3. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And that one is good.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Russell Westbrook.
Took him no time at all on that one. Westbrook's got 5. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Batum trying to break loose. Highland misses. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And here's Morant. Adams' shot is good.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Pass to Powell. Outside, George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. They trail by 3. They get it back. The 3 from Morant. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Pass to Highland. Jacks up a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Scooped up. And here's George. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. A finish. And Morant throws it down.
Just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Here's George. That misses off the backboard. In the corner, Kennard with it. And it's Memphis with another.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rising fire.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front.
13. The Clippers 12.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Left side, Westbrook. Morris. Clock is at 3. Here's Mann. That one's not going to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And they double up Morant. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant. I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board. And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Yeah, even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Clark outside. Jones, no one around him. Off target with his three. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community?
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Man gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Memphis trailing here. Jones with it. Westbrook picks him up. Jones looking for an opening. Again, the miss by Jones. Here's the Clippers. Westbrook with a wide open look. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Well, at a healthy 235, Marcus Morris is pretty good at throwing his weight around, especially on the glass.
Right side, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Morris inside. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris, no good. The drive by Brooks.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And he's good on the second.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Pass to Leonard. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Leonard with the steal. Poked loose. Williams with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Pass to Brooks. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen by Jones. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Pass to Tillman. Clark outside. And here is Williams. Defended by George. It's good.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
With the score.
And
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Hunter on the wing. Outside Young. And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
So it's Atlanta now. George outside. Hey, rejected by Capella. Here's Murray. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Like it when Collins is cleaning up the glass and then just rocking the rim.
Here's Westbrook. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
They'll pin that one on John Collins.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
No good on the second free throw. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
First team foul.
And you feel like Trae Young on a nightly basis is going to do something that supersedes records that he's already set in the young part of his career. I mean, Trae Young, do you love the confidence? I mean, he is boiling over with it.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And Young will challenge your defense from every distance, Brent.
Hey, look, this guy, BA, has unlimited range, has an elite floater game, and you bring in two guys defensively, and he'll find the option that's open.
Here's Westbrook. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
This is Westbrook just being an ultra competitor. He gets in there and the defense has nothing to do. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Now here's Westbrook. Over Young. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Young. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Morris. Westbrook right side. An easy two on the layup.
So active to score from a number of spots, but when Westbrook gets to the inside, he can do damage.
Rejected by Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And he drives in. The three, George. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Timeout called, the Hawks.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
The Hawks trailing.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team. And Young has made a huge difference in their production.
Bay outside. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Out to Powell. On the wing man. All alone. Good on the shot. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, BA, there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Murray, no good. Fires the three. And Johnson is good for three.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Powell. Batum, right side. Now here's Plumlee. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
They grab their own miss. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by.
Powell outside. Pass to Batum. Not going to go that time. And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
10. All right, fans, let's hear it for your Clippers.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And here are the Clippers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to George. Over Hunter. George, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. Here's Westbrook. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Pass to Collins. Now Griffin. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock.
John Collins
gets it to go from the corner.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
George has the open look. Rebounded by the Hawks.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Young. Collins, the open look. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. Gordon on the wing. Right wing. For 3, Westbrook. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, Russell jumps pretty high on his three-point shot, so tough for smaller guards to challenge it.
Here's Young. Oh, Westbrook with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Substitution for your Clippers,
Robert Covington.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
Senior.
Pass to Collins. 4 on the clock. Young from long range. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Hawks basketball.
Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. And that one drops. Brent, at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a reemergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hunter. The 3 is up. Trae Young, that's good. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
There is an effortless kind of motion to what Trae Young can do, especially when he's shooting from that deep.
The 3, Westbrook. That shot off. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
This Hawks offense can be explosive when they're hitting. They can hurt you from inside and out. They move the ball well and they run well as a team.
And Capella gets it to go.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And for the Hawks and their offense, they put up points and take care of the ball, Brent.
That's a pretty good recipe, BA. This is a young team, but taking care of the ball and valuing possessions, that's hard to get through to young players. They've done a great job of that. So is their coaching staff. So this offense could be in a great situation for years to come.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Murray. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that one's good.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game. Kicks it to George. Tries again. Here's Plumlee. Up top, Gordon. George, a deep 3. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Yeah, Paul George, no problem pulling up well behind the three-point line to knock him down.
On the wing, Bay. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And he goes in for the dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Johnson. Outside Murray. Shoots over Westbrook. Here's a Kongwu. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of...
With a score, your Clippers.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And the Clippers have possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And Westbrook providing some emotional spark with that jam.
Pass to Young. Rejected by Westbrook. And here's George. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. George has got 8.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
Outside Murray. Back to Young. Pass to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. 5 on the clock. He can't get it to go. Now Los Angeles with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Westbrook. Now here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Things are starting to come together for them, and the lead is starting to grow too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Atlanta again missing.
And you know, with Trae Young, he almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road. They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
And the Clippers making a change here. Young from long range. Here's Capella. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
Here's Mann. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks trailing. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allen. Thank you.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Outside Young to the paint. Here's Capella. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Well, in the 2020-21 season, Clint Capella showed how valuable he can be, Brett.
Yeah, he led the league in offensive and defensive rebound percentage, and for his career, he's averaging double digits on the glass. But that season, B.A., man, that was ridiculous, even by his standards.
Now here's Capella. He's got 10. Bogdanovich down low. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Got a hand on it. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Crafty move. The rebound by the Hawks.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Young from long range. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Young. He's got 5. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. On the wing, Bay. The 3. Paul George pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside. Here's George. Hey, rejected by Capella.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
LA foul. Russell Westbrook. First personal foul.
That free throw no good.
And Bogdanovich has suffered some injuries along the way. And it's been a bit of a stop and start deal for him. But when he's feeling good and when he's in a great rhythm, man, he's an offensive force.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Clippers on top.
Your Clippers. 36. The Hawks.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Here's Murray. Griffin outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Griffin. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.